key to anything. I want to make sure I please you. So before I even put my lips on you, tell me, baby, what it is you like, don't like. And he said, baby, you asking a lot of questions. I said, because I want to please you. And the only way I'm going to be able to please you is to know what it is that you like. He will have more respect for you, like, wow, you actually taking the time to figure out what I like, because most women will just do what they want to do. That's going to separate you from any other woman.
True, very true. Really quick, because we have an influx of callers that are calling in right now. Everybody's kind of tuned in, and this is like perfect timing before Valentine's Day. I know we have the male Valentine's Day, which is next month, March 14th, Steak and Blowjob Day, but we kind of did it backwards. So we have, you guys, you're giving us tips right now, and hopefully there'll be a lot of happy men come Friday. So right now we're with Auntie Angel. And if you're tuned into the S&M Show and you want to chime in or you have a couple of questions or whatever you want answered, just press 1, and we will definitely pick on you, and you can voice your opinion or ask whatever it is that you need to ask. Now, what I will say is I saw the video on WorldStar. I didn't even realize that it was, I thought it was something new. I saw the video, and that's when I immediately contacted you. But also, I watched it like 3 times, and I got my dildo. I had to do it in the shower because the amount of saliva that you generated, I don't understand how you did that. Like, even with practicing and your techniques, it was very awkward. And trust me, I did not do it as sexy as you did because I'm in the shower, and the water's falling, and I can't get my phone wet. But I still have to hold the dildo, so I'm like, trust me, the picture is crazy. I think my dildo is a bit too big, so I might have to downsize and get something else to, like, practice on. But the sound effects, I need to ask you about, because the sound effects were kind of crazy, a little scary.
Okay. Okay.
Was there a microphone in the dildo?
No, that is actually real. The sound effects, the reason why I sound that way is because I tell women, you never want to do what the last chick would ever do. Most women would never sound like that because that's just not the way we think. We think everything's oohs and ahs and pretties. I want him to be so blown away that as soon as I make my sound, he look at me like, what the hell? Exactly. You're never going to forget me for the rest of your life. Why do what every female does? Be different. Now, if he doesn't like it, he'll say, you know what, some sound effects is freaking me out, change it up, and then go back to what you've been doing. But why just be the same old plain Jane, do what no one else would do? And then the saliva, the key for that is just gagging. The more you gag, the more the saliva. Nobody wants their dick so dry. It's just a waste of time. They don't want a dry vagina, so why would he want a dry mouth? I produce a lot of saliva because I like everything over and beyond. I never want my spit to be just plain. I'm going to make tricks with it. I want everything to be, I feel like if you're going to do it, I'm going to do what no one else is going to do. And that's what I teach everybody else. Stop being like Sue. Stop being like the average female. Everything you should do should be over and beyond. So I just take it to 10. Now, if he doesn't like it, go down to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But don't start at 1. Start at 10. Give him everything.
I get it. I got another question that's coming in from online. This girl, she wants to know, with all the hype, and I guess, this is a pretty relevant question. We actually had Lethal Lips on our show last season, and I was kind of taken aback from her because she deep-throated like an 18-inch double-ended dildo, and I'm like, oh, my God, I wish. But this chick wants to know, does deep-throating actually matter?
Wait, 18? I thought it was 13. Does this chick 18? Oh, my God, she's going to die.
No, it was 18.
Oh, God, she'll die.
Well, the thing about this is everyone can deep-throat. It's all about making your throat into a straight line. One of the best ways for beginners is kind of lay on the bed, put your head over the bed, and let him just kind of slide in from the back, and it'll go straight in. If he's really thick, it may feel uncomfortable at first because you're actually kind of stretching out your throat. But the thing about deep throating, there's no real manipulation to it. Now, if he's just constantly thrusting in and out, you can't breathe. So you can die. It's not really worth that as much. I think deep throating for men is more of a wow factor. Wow, she could put all of my penis in her mouth. But that's really much, there's nothing more to it than that. It is a wow factor, but, it's constantly just sucking, and deep throating at the same time. You don't want to suck dick and die. That just don't even make sense.
Right? The death blowjob. But except for you're the one that dies. Nobody wants that.
Exactly.
Okay. Because, like I said, I actually do enjoy giving head, and God forgive me because this is kind of sacrilegious, but they always say, one of the most powerful positions is on your knees, and I agree wholeheartedly, double-ended, either with God or you're giving a man head, because he could bring a guy to his mercy, if you're giving head. But I also find, I know that's kind of hard to just switch topics like that, right? But
no, I do it all the time.
Basically, you're praising the dick. Basically, that's what you're doing. You're praising all hell the dick.
There's nothing wrong with worship, though. Like, come on. Like she said, you want to be the one that, just in case it doesn't work out, I still want to be embedded in your memory. I want to be a permanent stain. You're always going to remember.
Your head game.
Yeah.
Of course. Now, personally, I don't get on my knees.
Why is it not fair for women to do it to men?
Right. Now, personally, I don't get on my knees only because I don't want my knees to get messed up. I want them to look really pretty in my dresses and my skirts, and a lot of times women tend to get on their knees, like on the rugs, and they will mess them up. So I would suggest if you do get on your knees, ladies, to wear, get on some type of a pillow or something padded. I'm actually coming out with some knee pads for women to, but I like for him to be laying down and me over him. I feel more in control. I'm able to really kind of manipulate him in different ways and flip him around. And, I'm really into breaking a man down, literally, to the fetal position. When I finish, I want you sucking your thumb.
See, but I love that. I just don't like to be so in your face with it. I like to do that, but at the same time maintain like an innocent face. And it's like, oh my God, this little kid just did this to me. Like, I want you to kind of still feel like you're in control, but you're really not. Well, I guess topping from the bottom. That's kind of what I like. Because normally I'm just submissive, but I do like to know that I have the control to bring you to your knees like that. And you said you're coming out with a line of knee pads?
Yeah, that's something that I probably will have hopefully before the end of the year. And they're going to be called head pads. And basically, and they're going to be really pretty. When you put them on, it's almost kind of a visual for him, like, oh, I know she's going to give me head because she put those pads on. So it's kind of like you protecting your knees and it's giving him that visual of, oh, it's going to go down tonight, And it's cute and sexy and, subliminal at the same time.
I love it. You know what? When you say you're coming out with a line of knee pads, do you know what I automatically pictured? And this is just because I'm stupid like that. But automatically, I pictured Janet Jackson and the Scream video with Michael Jackson. She had the space suit on with the knee pads. I really, I hope that you could send the two hosts of the S&M Show a pair of knee pads, courtesy of you, because I'd love to try them out. I was actually, when I was preparing for this show, I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were kind of discussing there is a toy out right now, and the toy stores that you could buy called Granny Gums, and you basically just put these, like, jelly things over your teeth so that you could give a toothless blowjob.
Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious.
A toothless blowjob. Okay, wait. I'm sorry. I wasn't ready for that.
I guess because every blowjob is in there.
Well, a lot of bitches don't know how to pull their teeth back into their mouth and not bite the dick, so I can see that.
Well, you know what? But I have techniques with your teeth, and that's kind of like the holy grail of giving head. The teeth are amazing because it gives a sound effect of a slurping, sucking, cooling sensation And also, anything wet or glide. A thing that men don't like teeth is because if you're sucking and it's dry, of course it's going to hurt. You got teeth, dryness equals ouch. But anything wet or glide, so you're actually adding something that he's never had, and it makes the head job even better. So I use every part of the mouth. Under your tongue, the tip of your tongue, your taste buds, your teeth, your lips. You can use your chin, whatever you need to use to give him a great blowjob. Use every bit of it. Use it all.
And you know what? You have guys that are very, anti-mesto. They don't necessarily like all the saliva. Because, sloppy joes, I was always taught, or at least told, sloppy joes were the business. All the super saliva, super wet. Basically, you want to transform your mouth into a vagina. So that's kind of like what I go with when I'm giving head. But then apparently there's a new generation of dudes that don't like all the slop or all the saliva, and they just want it pretty and clean. And, when I'm done giving head, I look like the Joker. Like my lipstick is kind of smeared from like ear to ear, and my mascara is running down. Like I look like a horror creature after I'm done. And I thought that was how it was supposed to be, but...
But that is the thing that I tell people. But that's the whole thing, like I'm saying, before you give somebody head, find out. Because you would hate to go through all of that. Your makeup is smeared, your mascara is running, you got saliva dripping everywhere, and all he tells you is, that really turned me off. I really wish you could have been. You look like I went through all of this, and you telling me that is not a big turn on for you. But that's your fault, because you need to talk to him first to find out. If it's a whole new generation of men that likes clean, because me, if I find out that's what you like, I'm not even going to waste time to give you head. It doesn't even make sense for me because I know that's not what I'm going to do. I can't even try to fake that. I like you, but I don't like you that much because my comfort zone is to mess you up. And I'm not going to be able to mess you up being clean and pretty. So we're not going to even get to that point. So thank you, and you have a nice day, sir. Now,
I have somebody that wants to talk to you. Let me see. Caller, last four of your number is 5007. Last four, 5007. You're now live on the S&M Show.
Ha-ha. What up? Yo, man, it's only like two types of girls, man. Girls who love to give it and girls who don't, man. And, I found when I'm getting head, I just lay back and let them go to work, man. Sometimes it's sloppy, sometimes it's not. But, the more they're into it, the better the whole experience is going to be.
Exactly.
I've always heard that. The guys actually, you could give a horrible head job, but as long as you're into it, they enjoy it. So
the girl is always the key.
Yeah.
She's always the key.
The women enjoy it more when they kind of understand what they're doing and they feel more comfortable. It comes to a point when you're not comfortable with what you're doing, that's when you're not enjoying it. And that's anything in life. If you're not enjoying it, you're not going to be good at it. So I try to teach women to understand why they're doing what they're doing, the feeling he's feeling. And once it empowers you, you can't help but want to suck his dick. You can't help but want to because you're just waiting to see his response. And once he starts responding the way I'm telling you he will, it motivates you even more. So it just makes the blowjob even more amazing. So everybody is winning.
Yeah, everybody want to be a star, Who wants to sit down there going down on somebody feeling like a jackass because they don't think it's good,
Exactly.
Caller, where are you calling from? Where are you calling from? Give us your stats.
I'm calling from Charlotte, man, but I used to be from Harlem, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you shaved or are you bushy? Because I find, a guy that's shaven, for whatever reason, it makes my mouth water, and I want to just, it's a challenge to me, and I really want to put it in my mouth. It looks a lot more delectable to me than something that's filled with, peas and rice, like a wild bush.
I've been both, believe it or not. And some chicks, they don't like the stubble. Some of them are hurt by, the prickling of the stubble. That's
Yeah, the stubble. It can kind of.
Another woman nobody wants afro crotch, so it all depends, man. I tried to cornroll them once, man, but it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Oh my goodness, that is not right.
Here's a good question. Why